Good morning, everyone, wherever you may be out there on the World Wide Web. It's good to have you joining us this morning, wherever you may be. We are Reverend Dale Worley over there on the piano, and he's got a great message for us today, broadcasting live from Unity of Savannah. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. That's right. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome. Hey.
All right. Thank you, Kyle. Hello, everybody. We're so happy that you chose to tune in with us today, whether you're watching us live or maybe you'll tune in a little bit later. I do invite you to share this broadcast with your friends. So if you're on Facebook this morning, start a watch party, share the link with somebody, email somebody, text somebody, let them know what we got going on down here. I'm very excited about 2021. I don't know about you. For a moment, I thought that it was like, have you ever been to the movies and you know at the end when the credits run and there's another scene at the end? I kind of thought we were in the closing scene of the 2020 movie for a minute. But I'm feeling good now. I've got this forward motion going inside. And part of that is that we're working on our new vision and mission and core values for the church. Now, we really like what we have right now. Centered in God's love, we inspire universal transformation, one heart at a time. We all like the love part a lot, the transformation part, and the one heart at a time part. And we really land on inclusive spiritual community. So right now our mission is we are an inclusive spiritual community, serving others with love, joy, and truth. So we're reviewing those. A group of key leaders from our community, and we're going to invite everybody in the whole congregation, anybody, whether you're a member or not, to take part in tweaking this, on deciding what statements we're going to use as we move forward in 2020 and beyond.
2021 now.
And beyond. So that's going to happen on the 31st. We were going to do it next Saturday, and the team needs another day to work because we've been working on our personal vision and mission statements. And so I was having a little bit of a hard time with that. We're being led by Reverend David Torres. He's a wellness consultant, a transitional minister, Unity minister. He's serving at Unity of Gainesville, Georgia right now, among other places, and he's helping us with our vision and mission statements. And so we did personal ones first to get really clear on what we're here to be, what we're here to do, and show up. And yesterday I got so overwhelmed with all of the different information that we were sharing, all of the different ideas we were exploring, and just everything that's been going on this week, that my brain was on overload. And so David said, don't overthink spirituality. Like, church is not a business, it's more of a biology. It's like a living organism. Spiritual community is a living organism, and so we need to come from the heart. And if we get too wrapped up in the head and in the thinking part, we lose the consciousness of spirit. So what I know is that God will speak to us in dreams. Did you know that? You know our buddy Reverend James up in Greenville, James King. We're going to do one of his songs today, by the way. He's a prophet. In the Bible where it says, your young men will dream dreams, that's him. So he's helped me with that a lot. And it's interesting to talk about dreams today because Monday is Martin Luther King Day. Okay. And he had a dream. Remember, that's his most famous speech at the Million March in Washington, D.C. back in the 60s, where he did the I Have a Dream speech. So as part of what we did in our prayer chaplain meeting, I'm all over the place this morning. Yesterday morning we had a prayer chaplain meeting, and we have a Padlet. I don't know if y'all know what a Padlet is, but it's like a web page that everybody can write something on, like a post-it board or something, bulletin board. And so we asked people to share their favorite MLK quotes on the Padlet. And you can do that too if you want. There's a link that I'm going to put in the Facebook chat later on today after the service. So you can add your favorite MLK quotes to our Padlet. But I've got a new one. I haven't heard this one before, and it's my new favorite. We may have all come on different ships, but we're all in the same boat now. I think this is very timely. It's as true now as it ever was. We might have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. And like the Hopis say, look around and see who's with you. Look around and see that's your brothers and your sisters. They're with you. So Martin Luther King had a dream. Our buddy James King teaches me how to work with my dreams. And another thing that I know that's a new thought truth is that time between going to sleep and waking up, or between being awake and going to sleep, that kind of netherland right there is your key to your subconscious. And your subconscious is what's doing the work for you. When we talk about thoughts plus feeling equal outcome, the thoughts and the feelings that are embedded in your subconscious are going to pop out and manifest and demonstrate. So you got to be diligent about weeding these things out and planting new seeds. So a wonderful opportunity to do that is right when you're going to sleep. So last night, after being in Zoom calls all day long and being just totally overwhelmed with all of this information, I'm thinking about my personal mission and vision statement, which I just could not get. I had like pages of words written down. I was totally overwhelmed. And so as I was going to sleep, I did two things. I asked God to help me with it, to help me know what wants to be revealed. What is my purpose. Let this come out. Like, show me this. Be clear. And also, we teach that when you're having a problem, every time you think of the problem, direct your thoughts to God instead. And so if I started to think about how I was struggling with this process, I would think about God instead. I like to think about God as omnipresence. When I'm going to sleep, I think about that God's in the room with me. God is within me. God is all around me. God is everywhere. God is in outer space. God is in the yard. God is keeping my cat warm. She lives under the house. God's everywhere, right? So guess what? I woke up this morning and I'm in that place between being asleep and being awake, and suddenly things start to arrange themselves. And I woke up saying that I am here to enliven, enrich, and enliven authentic spiritual community through bold, inspired leadership. And I went, bang, there it was. Like, how does that happen? It's a miracle. It's spiritual law is what it is. It's working with spiritual law. So if you're having a problem, have a dream. Ask God to help you before you go to bed. Think about God as you're going to sleep. If there's something that you can't work out, try this and see if it works for you. Go to sleep on something, give it to God, and then see if you have any insights the next day when you wake up. That's why you shouldn't look at your phone when you're going to sleep. Because if you're reading the news on your phone while you're going to sleep, that's what's in your head, and that's what you're going to be manifesting, and you're going to start thinking of it as soon as you wake up the next day. Just saying. So, Martin Luther King had a dream. Today, our word that we're using, our daily word, is dream. So we light our candle to represent dream.
Dream. I turn my dreams into reality. Some of the most audacious, bold, history-making events began as dreams. Born in the imaginations of those who understood the promise and potential of humanity and worked to realize their vision. Even if my dreams do not change the world, they have the power to change my life. Today, I remember those whose dreams were fueled by their hard work, faith, and determination. I look to their example when my dreams feel far away and I'm running low on hope. I rekindle my dreams through my imagination, which keeps them vivid. My strength helps me remain committed to their realization, and my zeal renews my enthusiasm to work toward creating the life and the world of my dreams. From the book of Joel, your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And so our saying today is, our affirmation today is, I turn my dreams into reality. So say that with me, if you will. I turn my dreams into reality.
I am a peaceful presence in this world. I am a peaceful presence in this world. In this world. In this world. I am a peaceful presence in this world. I am a peaceful presence in this world. I am a peaceful presence in this world. In this world. in this world. I am a peaceful presence in this world. I am a loving presence in this world. I am a loving presence in this world. In this world, in this world, I am a loving presence in this world. I am a peaceful presence in this world. I am a peaceful presence in this world. In this world, in this world, I am a peaceful presence in this world.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
So I'm going to ask Kyle to ring our singing bowl as we prepare to move into a time of meditation. So let the sound of this bowl be an invitation to you to move within, to join me for a moment in stillness, in peace, in quiet. We must be the peace that we wish to see in the world. So let us join together right now, heart to heart, mind to mind, and be peace. Take a couple of full deep breaths. And just move into a posture in in which you feel relaxed and alert. So you might choose to sit with your feet flat on the floor, to sit on the couch or in a chair, wherever you are. Maybe you're laying on the floor or laying in your bed. Doesn't matter. Just adopt a posture of an attitude of receptivity, of openness, of attention and awareness. And set your intention with me now to be peace, to know peace, to experience peace, and to radiate peace. I am a peaceful presence in this world. A peace that passes all understanding. A peace that is beyond words or description. Allow yourself to express that, to feel it in this moment. Breathe deeply and easily. And feel an awareness of peace move over you from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Feel your body relaxing. No matter what's going on in our lives or in the world, in this moment, we can release everything and just be present to peace. We turn within, away from outer concerns, from the busyness of our lives, or perhaps the boredom of our lives, or the anxiousness of our lives, the frustration. We honor all that. And we know that it's only temporary. For this peace is truth. It is the Spirit of truth. Our helper, our comforter, that is here to soothe us and bathe us in serenity and peace. We know that as we experience peace and stillness, that it radiates and resonates out from us in waves, so that all those in our sphere of being are affected by the peace that we are, that our dear ones are soothed and comforted by our presence of peace. And let us know that as we join together, one heart and one mind, knowing peace, knowing oneness, knowing a universal peace, we see our whole planet bathed in light and love and peace. We are affecting the consciousness of all sentient beings by our prayer for peace. I am a peaceful presence in the world. As I hold this thought with you now in the stillness, I am a peaceful presence
Reach into your spirit, touching the divine. Let's explore the beauty that truly lies within. The soul that has been waiting just to be your friend. Now listen for that small, still voice that speaks inside your soul. Allow the healing presence to do the work and make you whole. Come into the moment and quiet down the mind. Reach into your spirit, touching the divine. Let's explore the beauty that truly lies within. The soul that has been waiting just to be your friend. Now listen for that small, still voice that speaks inside your soul. Allow the healing presence to do the work and make you whole. Now listen to that small, still voice that speaks inside your soul. Allow the healing presence to do the work and make you whole.
Take another deep breath with me and just it feels so good to let go. I'm just going to let God have this for a moment. Come into this moment. Beautiful song by our friend Reverend James King from Unity of Greenville.
We gotta make sure he should know we sang his song today.
I'm going to let him know later on today. Hey, man, we sang that song.
We nailed it too.
We did. He's got some good songs. Check him out. Unity of Greenville, South Carolina. So we must be the peace that we want to see in the world. That's my paraphrase of a Mahatma Gandhi quote. We must be the peace that we want to see in the world. If we want to live in a peaceful world, then we need to be peaceful people. And sometimes that's kind of hard these days. There's a phrase that's attributed to Jesus that says, "Be in the world and not of it." And I have quoted that myself a number of times and probably will in the future. And it's not a direct quote of Jesus. It might be the gospel according to Jimmy Dale, but be in the world and not of it is kind of a catchphrase that religious leaders have used in putting together a bunch of different verses from the New Testament, different quotes from Jesus about being detached from the world, maybe about not letting the world get on you. There's one verse that says, be in the world and know that you're going to be protected from evil. And when you look up the word evil, it's not really evil one or the devil like some people say. It's more like from disease and strife and trouble and poverty, that sort of thing. Know that you can go into the world and you're going to be protected from these things. The early New Thought workers and teachers had a little bit different idea of the word evils. It was not like serial killers or something like that. It was more like pestilence, poverty, famine, those sort of things. And Jesus is telling us in different places in the New Testament where he says, be in the world and not of it, and not just him. I think it's in some of the first, second, third books of John. Paul has it peppered around in there. I don't have direct quotes for you this morning, but the idea that I'm trying to get across is that it's almost kind of like being a human. We do this balancing act between being in the world and doing what we're called to do, and also staying centered in the consciousness that we are, in truth, spiritual beings. When Jesus was talking to his disciples right before he was to be killed, it's one of my favorite books. Now, I'm going to give you a direct quote from John 14 right now. He says to his disciples before he's going to be killed, "Peace I leave with you, my own peace I give you, not as the world gives, I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, and do not be afraid." But also Jesus gave to his disciples what's called the Great Commission, where he asked them to go out into the world and do things. So the hermit life, the monk life can be rewarding and satisfying and rich, and I'm glad that there are people that are called to that. I'm not one of them. Every now and then I'll take a little monk vacation and go away for 3 days and just be with God in the ocean, and that's very renewing and refilling. But I know that I've come to be and do in the world just like you have. So that's why it's really important that we get clear on what we're here to be, and to let the doingness, our doingness, be informed by what we're here to be. That's why we're spending time on our vision and mission statements, because we want to know that the work that we're doing as a spiritual community at Unity of Savannah is based on what we're here to be, the divine ideas that we're here to express. Because if we get caught up in the doingness, remember I was talking about being in my head and getting discombobulated with all the thoughts that were in there yesterday after a full day, we're going to lose sight of the truth of what we are, that we're spiritual beings. Jesus referred in the book of John, especially in like the 14th chapter there, he's talking to his disciples, and he says, "Do not be afraid. Don't let your heart be troubled," because they're worried that he's telling them that he's going to leave them. But at the same time, he's saying to them, "I'm going to send you a helper." There's a lot of different ways to interpret this word, advocate. I'm going to send you an advocate, a helper, a counselor, a comforter. I have to leave first, but I'm going to send you a helper, another helper. Jesus defining himself there as a helper. I'm going to send you another helper, another comforter, another advocate, even the Spirit of truth, who's going to show you all things, to reveal all things to you. And know this, that not only is he among you, but he is in you as well. So here's Jesus right here declaring, don't worry, even though physically I'm going to be gone, there's a Spirit of truth that's in you and all around you all the time that's going to help you and teach you the Spirit of truth. And so the good news is that we also have that Spirit of truth within us and all around us all the time. It is your helper and your comforter, and it's here for you when you call on it and you focus on it. But if we get too caught up in the world, in the doingness, we lose sight of that. We have to have times of regular practice where we focus our full attention on this Spirit of truth. Whatever that is for you. You know, everybody is meditating these days, and that's great. But that's not the only way of focusing your attention on the Spirit of truth. You can do it while you're folding your laundry. You can do it while you're eating your lunch. You can do it while you're walking down the street. Just pay attention to the Spirit of truth, your comforter, your helper that is within you and all around you all the time. Just pay attention. Just be aware. Just invite it, the awareness of that, so that everything that you do can be infused with that. If we get too caught up in the world, in materialism, we're going to live spinning around, because everything in the world is temporary. The Spirit of truth is eternal and permanent and absolute and unchanging. But all of this that we're seeing going on right now is temporary. If you've ever heard the saying, this too shall pass. You know, people say all over the country, it doesn't matter where you live. I've heard it everywhere. If you don't like the weather, wait 30 minutes, it'll change. People have said that here, you know, in Florida, if you ever spent time there. It rains every afternoon, usually, during the spring and summer. So everything in the world changes. The seasons change. Day turns into night, turns into day. You know, people are born, grow up, and die. Everything is temporary. We can't get attached to that. If we're looking for peace out there, we're never going to find it. We're always going to be unsatisfied. We're always going to be unsettled. We're always going to be unhappy. And you can't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. You can't force people to be any kind of way. So it's important, not just individually, but all of us together, that we stay focused on what we're here to be. So let's get clear on that. Are you here to be peace? Are you here to be love? Do you want to see more happiness in the world? Work on being a happy person. Do you want to experience prosperity? Then live a rich, full life. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about richness, as in really enjoying your food, paying attention to it, enjoying being outside, enjoying being with your friends. And it's tough right now. I'm not saying that it isn't. But Jesus also talked about repentance for the remission of sins. Repentance for the remission of sins. And repentance just means to turn, to return, to turn again to that Spirit of truth that's always with you all the time, for the remission, for the relief, for the forgiveness of mistakes that we all make. We all get caught up in what's going on in the world. We all get upset by the things that we see. Now, I'm not saying that we're not supposed to stand up and take action sometime, but if we let everything that we do be based on the Spirit of truth, on the divine ideas that we're here to express as expressions of truth, because actually we are the spirit of truth. That's what we are. You know, if we get too caught up in our personality and our little ego wants and desires, then we're losing sight of what we truly are, and we're going to be upset. But if we stay focused, if you go to bed at night and ask Spirit, what do you want me to do tomorrow when I wake up? I see all this going on. I want to help. I want to do something. Guide me. Show me. Help me know what's mine to do every day. The Spirit of truth will teach you, and it will help you if you ask it, if you pay attention to it, if you focus on it. And then you know that what you're doing in the world is based on truth. If we act or don't act because we're angry or afraid, if that's the sole basis of what we're doing, we're just adding more anger and fear into the world. I'm not saying that it's not okay to get angry or afraid. Of course it is. Everybody does. We're human. That's what happens. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong for standing up for what you believe. But we want to base it on truth. We want to base it on spiritual principle, because then we know that the highest and the best will unfold in our lives and in the world, and this is how we be what we want to see in the world. Another one of my favorite new quotes from Martin Luther King: peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal. Peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal. And so when we're focused on the spirit of truth, the spirit of peace, the spirit of love, sometimes it's like lighting a match in a dark room. It only seems like one little spark, but yet it lights up the whole room. And when we all start lighting up our lights, when we all start tending that divine spark within us, then we light up the whole world. Then we are the light of the world. And then we can truly be in the world and not of it. So let's take that into prayer. Take one more time. I invite you to join me in prayer and just focus on, what do you want to see in the world? We're not here to make the world right. We're here to see it right. What is your hope? What is your dream for our country, for your town, for your family, for yourself, for the world? What's your hope, your dream, your desire? Be that. Be clear. Let it arise from you. We ask right now in this moment for the Spirit of truth to show us our way, to show us what we're here to be, to show us that idea that we're here to express. Is it peace? Is it love? Is it beauty? Is it truth? Is it power? Is it justice? Is it might? Show me, Spirit, and help me to be that for the highest good of each of us and all of us. We are the place where God shows up, and we are grateful, and so it is. Amen.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at a fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone. There's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves moves and breathes and has its feeling. I am the place where God shows up. 'Cause I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its feeling. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone. There's nothing I have to do on my own, because God is the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its feeling. I am the place where God shows up. 'Cause I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its feeling. I am the place where God shows up. Because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its feeling. I am the place where God shows up. Because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its feeling. I am the place where God shows up.
Right. Thank you, Kyle. A song by Eddie Watkins Jr., our brother Eddie. Eddie Watkins Jr. I am the place where God shows up. You are the place where God shows up. Think about that. I mean, even if you don't believe it, can you dream it? Can you imagine it? What if that's really true, that I am the place where God shows up? And the world is waiting for me to show up as my little piece of God in expression. What if that is true? Then what are you waiting on? So I want to have a prosperity moment where we bless what we have. We bless what we receive. We bless what we give. Where we focus on using the power of prosperity, the power of appreciation, the power of gratitude to increase what we want to see in our lives. And that might be money. That might be healthy, happy relationships. If you're having a problem in a relationship in your life, is there one little kernel of goodness that you can find gratitude for? Let's focus on that. Hey, maybe all of your relationships are wonderful and awesome. Well, let's use our power of gratitude and appreciation for our enriching relationships to help other people enrich theirs too. So when we join together as one, we use our powers of appreciation and gratitude together as one. We're not just helping ourselves, but we're helping each other, because we are one. So whatever we hold for us, we're holding for each other as well. Sometimes we need help being lifted up. So this is a moment of prosperity, of gratitude, of appreciation that I'm going to ask you to just think about whatever it is that you want to see more of in your life, and give thanks for what you have right now, even if it's just a little bit, and it may be a whole lot. So we just want to give thanks and be grateful. I am thankful, so grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now. I am thankful, am grateful for everybody that contributes to Unity of Savannah. Thank you for your tithes and your love offerings. And if you want to contribute, just go to our donate page on our website. Every little bit helps, even $5 or $10. We know we're living in tough times, but if you believe in our message, in our mission, we invite you to help support that. So thank you. We are grateful. I am thankful,
So grateful in this moment right now. I am thankful, so grateful right here, right now.
We have a prosperity affirmation that we like to use to bless our good. I invite you to use it right now to bless your life. We're going to bless all the good that we have, all the good that we give, all the good that's coming in. It's just a flow, a circulation. We are in it right now, and we say, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Ooh, and it feels good. I'm grateful for everybody that's helping with our vision and mission. I'm grateful for everybody that has already completed the membership renewal. Kyle?
I got the email.
If you're an active member of Unity of Savannah, you should have gotten an email this week with a little form to fill out to renew your membership. It takes like 2 seconds. All it is we want to make sure we have your right address and phone number and everything. And so our bylaws say if you want to remain an active member of Unity of Savannah, then you need to fill this out every year. So the board said we could do it online this year. So we sent out an email. But if you don't have email, if you don't like email, if you don't want to use email, if it went to your spam folder, whatever, we're going to compare what we get back with our active member list. And then if we didn't hear from you, we're going to send you a card in the mail. But filling out the form helps us save money. We don't have to mail anything out.
And this is, in years past, I've had people say, well, I just filled this out last year. Why do I have to fill this form out again? And things like that. So, the reason we do this is because every year we renew our membership and we have people fill these forms out. But that's if you want to be, an active member, and then you can vote. Right? Am I correct in that?
Yes, you are.
So
correct.
if we have a business meeting or we have a big, something going on that requires a vote, if you're not a member of the church, then you can't vote. So,
And there's active and non-active
active
members.
and non-active members. So you don't have to vote. You don't have to be a member, and you can come here anytime you want to.
Sure.
But so what this does is, every year, we know who our voters are, or how many people that we have that can come in and cast a vote, right? So.
Yes, and also all the active members get a call from their prayer chaplains every month,
Okay.
which is really important right now. Our prayer chaplain team is doing a fantastic job of keeping everybody connected. So it's a way that I get to stay connected to everybody because they tell me, reports if somebody says, would you let the minister know I'm in the hospital? Would you let the minister know we had a baby? Those sort of things. Then if you tell the prayer chaplain, they tell me, and then I call you. Right. So it's another good way of kind of just keeping us all on the same page and know what's going on. So we want to have your phone number if you want to share it.
Yes.
We want your email address. We want to know. Things change a lot. So So please do that. Take a moment, because we are having on I'm already in April. On January 31st, the last Sunday of this month, is our annual business meeting, and we're voting on 2 board members. I just want to say thank you to Henry Cherry, who has served his 3-year term, and he just is doing so many great things out in the world that he's decided to not run for a second term. So we have an open spot, and we also like to have an alternate board member, which is somebody that kind of just checks it out for a year to see if they want to be a full board member. It works really well, because it's a big responsibility and it's a lot to do to be a board member. So just know that that we're actually vetting board members right now. The nominating committee is. And if you have an interest, let us know. So, yeah, I think that's about it for today. Thank you for tuning in with us. And like I say, if you're blessed by what we're offering here, and we got a lot of ideas for stuff coming up, share it with your friends. Share a link for today's service with your friend if you think it might help them or uplift them. But I do want to mention before we finish, Tuesday evening, we're having a memorial observance for people who passed away from COVID. So this Tuesday from 5 to 5:30 p.m., January the 19th, in our courtyard and on Facebook and on our website. So we're going to live stream it and in person.
Okay, and you mentioned to me, not to interrupt,
No.
but you mentioned to me earlier that the mayor had asked us to do this. So,
Yes.
so all the churches, and is this extending around the country, or is this just a local thing here in Savannah?
It's a nationwide thing.
Okay, I wanted to clarify with that. So this is a nationwide thing.
Yes.
So people all over the country, churches all over the country, are all going to be doing this at the same time on Tuesday.
And there's a bell downtown that the city is going to ring.
Okay.
Once for every 10 people in our area that have passed from COVID.
Okay.
In the past year at 5:30.
Okay, so this is a big deal.
It is.
All over the United States. People will be doing this.
Yes.
Okay.
And even if you can't come down here or tune in, if you want to just stop at 5:30 on Tuesday and just light a candle, ring a bell, just be still for a moment. And our service starts at 5. Thank you, John. At 5. And Kyle's going to play a couple songs. We'll light some candles. We'll ring a bell. And we'll honor all those that have passed from COVID. So if you have a loved one, you want to send us a picture or bring a picture, we'll have those displayed.
You ready?
Yes. I think I'm ready.
We're departing now. Your plane is departing. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With earth as our mother, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So every evening at 9 p.m., we say this prayer for world peace, and we ask you to join with us wherever you are to pause and say, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And Stephen K. Wood is waiting for you in our Zoom fellowship room. Just click on the Sunday Fellowship link on our website, and you can join in the conversation. There's usually 5 or 6 of us in there, and we have a good time. It's a great way to connect with some of your fellow Unity members. So join us in the Zoom room with Stephen K. Wood and the gang, the bunch. The Zoomer.